Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, whatever. So today, wait. So everybody, wait. So today we are going to write some poems on poetizer. So what poetizer is like the Instagram of poetry. Like you can just go on, and it gives such a great dose of dopamine. Should I say epitome of dopamine? Using poetic language here. So let's see which one to read. Time to dive deeper. Let's read this. Life 2 and Roman numericals. Life, the end is closer than you think. Very nice quotes. I'm going to give it a heart because why not? Time to dive deeper. Time to dive deeper. So time is usually compared to a tide, because tide, you don't know when it's going to come, and it can just go back and it gets submerged in the war again. So no, I'm not British. So time to dive deeper. It could possibly mean that they're just trying to say that we need to indulge ourselves in life, so it's decent. I don't get these with small line breaks though. Life has many questions, but who has the answer? This is very cliche, so not going to even explain it. Life has many beliefs, but which are true? Again, cliche. Life has trials, but do they have an end? This is good. It's trying to say that life it puts many challenges in our face, but you don't know when they will end. Nice. Get it? No, you don't? Sorry. I was trying to make like a maths joke that some numbers just never end and they're terminating. No, non-terminating. Non-terminating, okay? So life had you and me. Now you tell me what that means. Life had you and me. So it's like about a love story? Like, is it something like there's the people who are trying to. So now you tell me. So it's like trying to go on the route, whatever, I don't know how it's pronounced. It could go on that route. I'm going to say route, and some people are going to get offended. I just know it. So, now you tell me what that means. So it's trying to go on the path which like some poets try to do. Like they will at the end would ask a question, and then that will make a thought provoking and an engaging piece of poetry. But firstly, most of these paragraphs are very cliche, and I don't get with these line breaks. I think he tried to at the end. No, at the start, he tried to make use of enchantment. It's usually a technique to make the poem go faster, okay, to just flow easily. But in this case scenario, it does not add anything. For instance, I don't have an instance, I'm sorry. I would have probably given like a Shakespeare's quote, but I don't have it in mind right now. I'm so sorry. So life has many questions, but who has the answers? See, he has put a comma, but it's like the end of paragraph. So what's the need? I don't get it. Like probably after questions he should have put the question mark. Question mark. I'm saying comma, and after answers he should have put the period or the whatever full stop. Yes. So after life, I don't know what is like with the life. Should have just put it like life has many questions in the same line. Anyways, why am I even thinking was this is hella cliche? Like, not at all thought provoking, but meh. Free words or darkness. I told you about how you change my darkness in right moments of it. No, let's read this. What? But then it's long. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to do very, very long things because then the video will get so long. I'm just thinking of a 10-minute video. No, let's do a 15-minute video. Impression by over-analysis. Okay, let's see. So this single comment tells me about the author or a poet, whatever. I'm just going to say an author because it says author. Author that he is like over analyzes anything, and that is like a problem. That's an overthinking. He should probably do self-reflection instead. Okay, instead of making others think that they are overanalyzing. That's a different perspective. Let's read the poem. The Overthinker's Loop. Yeah, I know that shit. Maybe I should self-reflect. No, I should. An overthinker? Question mark. Yes, comma. Why am I even like saying the names of the thingies when I can just read in a way it's supposed to be? An overthinker? Yes, that would be me. Like a broken record. I think I'm stuck on frozen. Repeat frozen. I don't get it. Like, what's with these weird line breaks and this weird, what's called orientation? I don't know. So, an overthinker. So, what's an overthinker? Overthinker is usually who thinks too much. It's in the name. Yes, that would be me. So, it's like the poet is trying to say that I'm an overthinker. He's like putting it in your face that, yes, you're an overthinker. You're an overthinker. Like a broken record. Record. What's a record? Record is something to like usually record something, and broken records. It's like the tape is out, like it's not playing any songs, or like a recorder on the phone. I don't know. There's not enough context. If he would have, I think there's word missing here. I think he meant a broken tape record. A tape record is usually the one with the tape. Tape usually goes on and on and on until you like close it yourself. So I think that what he meant, not like a broken record. I think I'm stuck on repeat. Yeah, that was he meant. I already explained. Frozen. I don't get this word frozen now. Frozen usually means that's still and still. But he firstly said that he was on repeat, like all the thoughts were on a loop. Now he's saying that, whoa, I'm frozen. I don't get it. Like, does overthinking make him frozen? A cycle I can't get rid of. So this I like. A cycle. What's a cycle? Cycle you usually ride, like get a hold on it, or like ride it. It could probably mean that he cannot control, or cannot get a decent balance on those thoughts. It could possibly mean that. It's woven, knitted, and stitched on. The inside of me, I don't read this word, me. I really don't know the meaning of this word, so I'm not going to even explain it. It's woven, knitted, and stitched on. Now, I really don't get these last two lines. Wait, let me just search this word to be sure. It means in an essential or natural way, according to Google. Google can be wrong. Probably if Google was there, half of us wouldn't be passing, including me. Thing is, with Google, you can search anything. But I still think you need to have the knowledge of poetry. There are so many poets nowadays that poetry videos don't even get 10 views. It's woven, knitted. Woven. What's woven? Like you cross patch something and then you knit it. Like when a person uses the synonyms or similar words in a same line, it could usually mean that how important the single task is. That is the technique this poet has tried to use. But what's like the thoughts? It could be the thoughts, but what are they stitched upon? Like what are they stitched with? He could have probably made this line 10 times better by just adding a line or two or a word or two stitched upon by the thread of something, like by the thread of let's say consciousness or anything like that. Okay, the inside of me, it means essential me or natural me. I don't know now what it means here. I think you just try to use a fancy word, not going to lie. No, now I'm going to hard this. This one is bad. I don't like that one. He really needs to work on his poetry, not going to lie. Kiss. I'm mad. Let's talk about this. When talking about people, we need to divide them. Sum up your sons. They go wherever you go. Top of kindness. No need to upset them. Others like rough rocks. You struggle. Struggle? What's that word? I have a word struggle. What's struggle? Let's check. So it's a very specific word. It means when you get separated from other people because you're too slow. You're heckin' too slow, man. That would be me, man. I'm a straggler, I guess. Fancy word. I like that word. When talking about people, I'm a mud. What's mud? Mud is usually known as the protector of earth, but it's usually something disgusted. And I am a mud just sounds very weird. So it should have. I really don't like the title. That is what I'm just trying to say. Sorry. People say my laughter is very cute, but I think I'm very cute. Cute for you. Boom. You know what? I heard an insult. You could probably use this on your friends. So, if they ever annoy you, you can just say, you know what what the N in annoying stands for, and you could just say, none, and ask them that none. And then they will probably ask none what, then you can just say none of your business. You probably did not understand that. I'm so sorry. So now that's series. I'm not going to read that, bro. It's so boring. Home is no place. This is so cliche. I imagine. Let's read this. That's too long. Are there not any short poetry? See, this is long also. No, this is not long. Shades of grey. What? Grey does not have any shades. I may inhabit the dark. So this could mean that the person is depressed or lives in the dark. Means alone. Nevertheless, I see the light. Means he is trying to exclaim that he sometimes sees the light even when living alone. At the end of my cavern. Cavern could be the room or his thoughts. Burning ever so bright. Now, I think he's trying to go with this theme. I think it could have been so much better if dark, he would have switched to some word for dark and made it rhyme with cavern. Because then it would have been so perfect, man. See, because dark and cavern, they're all about the dark and how the thoughts or something annoys him or makes him depressed or something. And then there's light and bright, they rhyme. So I don't get why he did not find a word. What is it, a he or she? Cracks filled with gold. Oh, nice word. Cracks filled with gold. Oh, very nice line. I like that line. So yeah, that's one flaw in this poem. I think he could have really made great use of it. Burning ever so bright. I think he's talking about the light, that the light is shining so bright that it can also do some good, because burning and do some nasty things, and it can also do good to others. Okay, it always shows me a way. So what shows the way? I think light, maybe. To navigate the dark spaces, it never leads me astray, means alone. I think iridescent hues. Iridescent usually means sparkly or something like shiny, lustrous hues, and monochrome tones. Monochrome is usually also something like shiny and like you're gonna check it. I'm not going to. It's hard to explain with words, okay? Especially something like monochrome. It's like a pigment, I would say. Very shiny pigment, I would say. Flicker through the tunnels of my mind, inviting shades of grey. Wait. I don't get this line now. So it's talking about how the light, it navigates through the tunnels of their mind, and it invites shades of grey. So the light is inviting grey. Grey is usually something very beige and something very, I guess, boring. So, and could it be like the light is inviting anxiety to engulf the shadows and room? I don't get this, man. Finding their way to their new home in my heart. So the shades of grey, they travel to his heart. Finding their way, okay, deep down in the abysmal dark, and lighting it up with the hope I crave, creating a spark, lighting a fire, burning the bark, illuminating my days. I don't get it. Like, shades of grey. That does not make any sense. Otherwise, it's good. I think because it's uh, see, grey is usually something relating to a uh, something super beige. It could have been easily so good if you would have just switched it to red or something, red, orange. Like they stand for passion. I think he meant that something like can spark some passion even when you're in dark. Your passion can save you. I think that's what he meant. But it, I'm not gonna talk about it. Bliss. Short or long, man. No, it's not loading. Oh, I like this. Bliss. Bliss is something very cool. It's the opposite of curse, man. So, curse, you all know. Curse, like, I find peace in your presence. You calm the chaos inside of me. That's some grammatical mistakes there. Sentence structure mistakes. May I collide? I want to drown in your love. That's hella cliche, man. All this poem is cliche. You're all I ever wanted. Yeah, that's cliche. Trail to my heart. See, wait, I forgot to rate, man. Wait, let's just read this. Map to my heart. Only those who have the key may enter. Maze to confuse you. It has twists and turns. Cactus for door handles. Gigantic, whatever this word is, chiffered as security. With T-34 tanks. Standing guard. Try to enter. I dare you. So this person seems very heartbroken. Like, this poem seems like it has been written after a heartbreak. Like, the poet does not want you to enter in his heart while people are craving for love. That's how I like this poem though. It was good. I just wanted to tell you all that, like, most of these poems, for many, one to two of them were hella cliche. One used mixed metaphors, the grey one. And why I'm saying mixed metaphors, because it tried to do the, how can I say, it made the intangible tangible. I read this quotation somewhere, I don't know where, but yeah, it tried to do something that was possibly not, like when you see the color grey, you cannot really just say, yeah, that sparks passion in me when I'm already in the dark. You cannot even see grey in the dark. Maybe I'm just like, see, look at, I don't know. That sucks. Shuckles. Ah, someone liked my poems. Nice. See, so, see, inviting, so it's saying that the sparkly hues and that navigate to its mind, and then they invite shades of grey. So what could it mean? It could mean that the sparkly thingies, they sparkle usually to excitement. So it could mean that excitement is inviting anxiety. That's what I mean. He means whatever she, they mean. So, to engulf the shadows. So, what anxiety swallows the shadows and room, and then the anxiety only roams inside of the darkness. I don't get it. I think I don't get it. This poem kind of is very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. It's like, I get the exact word. It's like those Tinder and Instagram poets who try to use fancy words and then write something with crazy metaphors and things, and then they fail at it, and then because it looks like poetry, people think it's poetry, but they really don't get the meaning behind it. For example, Shakespeare writes, he actually writes, he thinks about it. Here are poets uh, using their precious time, like 3 hours and 4 hours, to just write one single piece or even sometimes one line. And you cannot just write something without thinking about what could this mean. Shades of Grey, for example, here, it really does not mean anything. I really like this one, Trail to My Heart. Why? Because it's clear, it's coherent. That one is just not coherent. First, you are saying that you are living in the dark, then you are saying you're living in the light, then, no, sorry, then some light comes to you, and then the light brings glitter and things, and then this glitter is in white, shades of grey, shades of grey, shades of grey. He could have just used white if he wanted to say something like, oh, grey, 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 grey. Grey also has white in it. Yeah, grey just has a little bit of black in it. That could be okay. I don't get it. It could possibly mean what I just said, like, because when you add some black and white, it makes grey. Wait, actually, that. Wait. That could mean that, okay? What I just said, that when you add white. So, what you're trying to say is that all the white glitters, they engulf the black glitters, and then they become grey, and then you become anxious. Then that still does not make any sense. This use so many mixed metaphors, and everything irrelevant and not coherent. I'm tired of explaining that poem. Sucks. Whoever wrote it, please, 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 please. And if you're watching this video, please work on your consistency, poetry, anything you want, because please, you really need it. Let's read this. It seems very cute. There was only you. Yet, a law of are for you. That still does not make any sense. I don't get it. Why people only like two lines and call it poetry? That's a caption, man. Caption or a quotation, not a poem. This is more emojis than poem. Heal the broken. Let's read this. I don't get the line breaks in here, man. As a wise man spoken to, the broken heart, sorry, the small child that wept so much, wiped his tear and smiled again. I don't get it. Like some people, I don't want to offend anyone, but some people really need to work on their skills. I'm not saying I'm a good poet. I suck at poetry, but I do know how to critique them. Maybe everyone's just a bad poet. Maybe I'm not going to say Shakespeare was a bad poet because I'm a fan, die-hard fan, I would say. So, thing is, when you're like as a reader, when you read poetry, it needs to be like actually understandable. Like Shakespeare wrote it. Back in the day, they used to use was like thou, thee, thy, thou, hast, doth. Like, they used to use these words in daily life, but today we find it actually hard to understand because we don't use this type of language. Okay, it was like in the 1600s and things. So yeah, you really need to all these poets. I only liked actually one, Trails to My Heart. I really like that one. Actually, not going to lie. I only like that one, not going to lie. Trail to My Heart. And first one was also decent. What one I read first? No. I refreshed it. I'm sorry. Okay, so the Shades of Grey. That was the only one that was. I'm going to spit out facts. Was below average, I would say. The only reason being, if I were like a critique, I would rate it like a 4.5 out of 10. Only reason being because it used so many mixed metaphors. It sometimes did not make sense. Then the Shades of Grey kind of wrecked the entire theme. If it weren't for the Shades of Grey, and he used like something like red or purple, anything that invokes passion or something like that, I would rate it like a 8 out of 10. So a single line can break a poem or make a poem. So man. So yeah, all the poems were decent except one, Shades of Grey, and one that was just cliche. I'm not going to talk about it. I think people think that their idea is original, but it's not. So think about when you write something. That poetry Could have been better if you would have just twisted the words a little. Get it? Tell me what inspired your pen name and discover. My name is just my real name. So bye. Hopefully. Bye.